Hello. I'm going to start a YouTube channel because of this crowd. That crowd being Paul Headley and Tom. And I follow their channels religiously, enjoy them very much, and thank you very much, chaps, for what you do. I am nowhere near, nowhere near the UK. I'm in South Africa, and that's why I'm going to call mine the Armchair Antiquarian, or Aquarium, Antiquarium, Aquarian. Have I spelt that correctly? I wonder if I have. And it's going to be about a much smaller area because it's the area I grew up, and so it's the area I think about. Now, getting data from afar it's I'm very lucky that the Somerset Historic Environment record has some great stuff. I zoomed in. I should have zoomed into that. This is going to take us. Here we are. So not only does it have old maps, but it has the tithe map numbers and the field names, which is going to be very handy for my thinkerings. What should we do? I know what we'll do. I'll show you where I do my thinkerings. I do my thinkerings on QGIS. QGIS being a really great open source mapping system that I've got to find here so that I can scroll around it for you. Let's move that over there. Should have done that. No thought or planning at all that's gone into this. So this is where I grew up, Dowlish Way, which is a little village in South Somerset between Ilminster, Chard and Crookherne. In fact, I should have made that the triangle area, but it's not. It's, in actual fact, it's here. This is Cricket St Thomas. It used to be a wildlife park. It used to be Blobby Worldland, Blobby, Mr. Blobbies, whatever it was. But that's a big high ridge, and you can even see Wales on a clear day, which some say is a bit of a disadvantage. But when I was doing my O-levels, I mapped the watershed there. I did it by drawing lines on an OS map and then noting each contour and then turning that in a very, as we all used to do, technical drawing, isometric drawing, style. And that fascinated me. And of course, growing up here, it's a lovely area. I'm bound to say that, aren't I? Our school bus used to come here. It used to come along this road, and it used to go down into Dinnington. Fantastic pub there. This is the Foss Way. This straight line here is the Foss Way. If you like Time Team, that's where the Great Roman dig was. That was there. Really good pub there, and in the Dinnington Docks, we call it. It's called the Rose and Crown, I think, in the real world, but it's locals know it's the Dinnington Docks. That's a hollow way, and there's I'll just jump back to the pub. If you go there, there's a great local in joke that the railway this was the course of the old railway, so they've got a railway sign and they've got photos made up of the railway halt. The railway's never ever been there in its life, but anyway, it's great. The urban local myth, legend, whatever, is that the Foss Way is lost from here until over here. It's just about, there's a little section here that's known from there to there, and nobody really knows where it went. In fact, I suppose where is it? Where I can't find the other windows now that have got the Somerset HER on them. But on the Somerset, there's one there. Okay, so the Somerset HER. What I haven't done is I haven't put the Somerset HER back on here. So let's just do that. Right. Okay. So the Somerset HER, again, absolutely no thought to this. The Somerset HER has two routes. That's the bit we're talking about here, and you can see they've got a straight across here route, and then they've got and this is the one I think it probably is I like that route, and that's the other little bit of that's known again. I'm not sure where that one came from. I'm really not sure where that one came from. So that's their thoughts on it. Now, take me back to the whatever the river where the something is something and the something. There's loads of streams coming down here. You can see that through that, and that would be a terrible way to go. And also, this is really steep, so that's why I kind of like this idea. I really do. In fact, I like it going down that hedge line as well. But anyway, so we should go from the known. It's always good to go from the known. Now, that last Wessex Ways podcast, the chaps spoke a lot about maps and how they're putting their stuff on there. So this is how I do it. So obviously you can have LiDAR. You can find LiDAR from DEFRA, and in fact if I go down to that LiDAR layer, the cool thing you can do when you've downloaded it locally is you can easily change the direction that the light's coming from. So that's that. You can then have your various maps. There's that one, and you can start tracing them out and adding stuff. So I started adding the field names. Tom, I knew that was Stretford Lane. I knew this was Stretford Water, but I hadn't joined the dots with the potential Romanness of it. So that's fantastic. That was thanks to Tom. Over here, not this one. Don't rush. Over here, this is in the Somerset HER in my name now. Blacklands, Churchfield, Upper Blacklands. If you know your Roman stuff, that's potentially Roman names. I do not know this stuff, as Tom and the other chaps know this. So on the these marks here are stuff I found on the LiDAR that I think are quite interesting. So I need something to go with. I need data to go with it. That data being the field names. I am ranting. I have made no plan for this. Now, because we've got a digital elevation model, I've got two types of LiDAR models here. One includes all the trees, all the buildings, all the stuff, and the other sort of LiDAR model, which you can get from DEFRA, strips off all of that. It gets rid of it all and gives you their idea of just a plain surface. But of course, the hollow way here, things have changed. It's not entirely accurate, all the modern roads and things. But what it does allow you to do is it allows you, I'll put the start point up here. Is it going to appear? Yeah, there it is up there. So there it is on the Foss Way. And you can give it some finish points. So take me to these places. Why I was interested there? I was interested there because Roman coins were found there. I should put another one up here because in Chillington, higher Chillington, there was... Oh, there it is. Oh, I did already. There was some more found in 1866. So there's definitely been Romans there, down there, potentially over here, and pretty certainly all the way over here on what is the Foss Way, or they believe was the Foss Way. So anyway, that's a start points and finish points. Now, I've done this several times in different places, but this takes... The chaps were talking about slope and things like this. This takes it into account. So this is the least cost path to get to each of these places. So when the colours change, it's because I started there in that instance, I started there in that instance. So again, obviously our LiDAR, it's not going to be hundreds because we've changed the land over the last 2,000 years. But I find it interesting that with three different starting points, not one of them tried to go across here to get to there. And I don't know where they're suggesting they're going if you go to Chard. I mean, there could very well be a separate road. I mean, look at this hedge line and that going there. See it going. If we put... if we just have... No. Why isn't that? Oh, it is. I haven't done it yet. Sorry, thinking aloud. But yeah, you can imagine something coming from here, across here, and over here, if that were to be a place, if that was their other line. So all I need now from you chaps over there is to work out exactly where it went, and then I can stop playing. But this is what I do. Let me show you this one. Let's get rid of all this other stuff. It's well worth spending some time with QGIS. It really is. Now there we are. There's height data, so you can see the hand of man there coming through that hollow way. But the higher you get, the redder it's going to get, and that gives you an instant idea of what the land looks like and how you might move through it. So how to end this? How to end this very first video in this. This is the area I'm interested in. It's the area I grew up in. People have got to have lived there since half past forever and quarter to nowhere. So I would be very interested in finding out. In my mind, I'm going to Carolina now. In my mind, it would be lovely to explain away all these fields when I finally get there. That's where I'm going. It's taken me a long time. There we are. I'm glad that one came into sharp relief, because I want to know who Dolly was. I want to know why she fell. All those sort of things. You get pulled into stuff, don't you? So that's me. That's it. That's the first video. I don't know when there's going to be another video, or if there's going to be another video. But hopefully I can find some stuff and explain some stuff there. There's a name that wouldn't be allowed anymore. But why is it called that? Is it because the road does that? That's an old road. That's not there in the modernness. Speak came, source of the Nile and all that sort of thing. Here I am, sat in Africa, and Eland is a very and is owned by the Speak family. These fields, very African thing. Anyway, I'm ranting, and it shouldn't go like that. Chaps, thank you very much for your channels. I look forward to continue watching them, and I just thought I'd show you how I did it. Look after yourselves wherever you are. If you have been watching, thank you very much for watching. Cheers for now. Bye bye.